Hey guys, FizzB2 here, and welcome back to, this is not really a theory video, it's more of like, what could happen, but, yeah, thank you. Oh my god, man. The time I'm recording this, I have 1.2 thousand views on my, Low is the Mirror Man theory video, and guys, I can't express, I can't say in words how thankful I am for all the support. Like, my subscribers have gone up so much. My likes, my comments, my analytics have gone up as a whole, and I can't thank you enough for that. I really appreciate it. Also, guys, this video will contain spoilers for Little Nightmares 1, Little Nightmares 2, The Sounds of Nightmares, and the Little Nightmares comics. But this video is about what monsters we could see in Little Nightmares 3. So, as we know, we know what monsters, we know what some monsters are in Little Nightmares 3, which are the multi-hand rain monster. So it looks. I'll pop a picture on screen, and it's a new character. We haven't really seen it before, and the hands look mannequin-like. I don't know if that's just me, but they look kind of like mannequin's hands. But yeah, we know about that. The fat fae people. So I'll put up a picture, which could be directed to the comics. So if you didn't know, in the comics, there's like a scene with 6 and loads of these fat people. But it looked like the Pale City, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, 6 was in it, so that's interesting. That could lead to 6 being in Little Nightmares 3. We also know about the Beatles and the Monster Baby, which is from the concept art. Now, talking about the concept art, we could also see the multi-long neck cook. So for everything I'm saying, I'll put up a picture. But yeah, we could see the multi-neck cook thingy. It's just an idea. I've kind of scoured the internet for what I could find that could be in Little Nightmares 3. But yeah, as you can see in this photo, there are lots more variants of the mannequins that were unused. So I don't think Supermassive would just put them to waste, and maybe we could see them in like a window or something in a store. We could also see the lunch lady, that maybe there's like a cooking area or something, because we didn't really see much of the kitchen from Little Nightmares 2, and it would be cool to see the cook. And last but not least, the barber. So maybe we could see something like a barber shop, obviously, like in the necropolis or something. What other monsters could we see? We could see a lot more monsters. So we could see the Mirror Man, which is from the comics, and I think that's the most likely of what we'd see. Another one from the comics is the North Wind. I would love to see the North Wind in Little Nightmares 3. One that's kind of a stretch is a sand monster. So if you have a look at this image, you can see there's multiple pits of sand. So obviously you can't really see multiple, but there are multiple. And we could see something like the trash monster from Little Nightmares, not the trash monster, sorry, the shoe monster from Little Nightmares 1. We could also see a clown monster, like in the Fae Carnival area. So I hate clowns, and I would be terrified to see a clown monster or something like a clown, or maybe like a mime in Little Nightmares 3. We could also see the Wax Bellman. So if you don't know who the Wax Bellman is, I'll put up a picture on screen. But he's kind of like compared to the fairy. No, not the ferryman, sorry. He's kind of compared to the hanging man sometimes. But he was supposed to be part of Little Nightmares 1, but got scrapped, I think. So we could see him. We could also see the ferryman, which I think is very likely as well. But the ferryman would be really cool to see as well, in my opinion. But from probably the biggest part of who we can see is the people from the Sounds of Nightmares. So, if you don't know what the Sounds of Nightmares is, it's like this podcast about Little Nightmares, the Little Nightmares universe, and the main character Noon describes a man in a purple suit that has no eyes in a carnival area. So this would be mega cool to see, and it would make sense considering they're from the Sounds of Nightmares, and we don't really have a main boss for the carnival area yet. Also, it mentions a character called the Balloon-Headed Man, who is, and I quote, one with the sewer. His spine is also bent all the way back, and his head looks like a balloon lying down. This could be the sewer monster, because sewers have pipes, and the monster we saw in Little Nightmares 3 was in a pipe. So, that was a mouthful to say, but that would be really cool. It would be really cool to see the balloon monster, or the balloon-headed man in Little Nightmares 3, and that could be what the character is, the multi-hand monster character. So, the comments from the last video. So, the Animes I'm Girl says, so, I already put this on the video before the last. Alone has to be related to Mono and or 6. Maybe her parents. Since 6 is made to be the 6th or 7th lady of them all, I think that she and Mono will meet again and finish what they started. Who knows, maybe she would marry Mono and leave her job as a geisha to become Lady of them all instead, and end up having Alone. I know probably not, but I think it would be cool, a cool twist and a good way to connect a Little Nightmares 1 and 2. But why would they name her Alone? Because they were alone for so long. But what about the time loop? Mono gives up trying to catch them and lets it happen, which causes Tall Man to disappear and come back when Mono is an adult. Okay? But how does he make it to the moor in the first place? I feel like Mono would be running from something and maybe fall into a river that leads to the huge ocean, and maybe only has a piece of wood to hang onto. I legit have a whole story for this, y'all, but like I said, most likely will not happen. So, this theory is a stretch and it's very out there. But it's a cool theory, but as you said, unfortunately it's not very likely. So, firstly, 6 is not confirmed to be the lady, it's just a theory. So yeah, it's not confirmed that she'd be the 6th or 7th geisha, and we don't know how many time loops have gone by, and nobody's counting track, but yeah. Also, happiness is not common in the Nowhere, so marriage would be near impossible. I don't think 6 and Mono would just forget about everything that happened. I don't think that's very likely. And the Thin Man doesn't realise what will happen if he leaves Mono and 6. He probably will not stop, plus he wants revenge. So, a guy who wants revenge will do anything it costs to get that revenge. And yeah, he probably won't just forget about it. Also, I don't think reproducing is a thing in the Nowhere, considering it's literally just a nightmare. So I don't think they would really have kids. I don't really want to go into that. But yeah, it's a cool theory. But if you'd like, you can share the whole story in my Discord. The link will be in the description if you want to join. But yeah, thanks for your comment. Now, the Ryan series says, he was in the last video if you don't, or she, sorry. She or he was in the last video, and I'm really thankful for him, so thank you, Ryan. But anyway, I think that would be Lo and Alone entering the nowhere. Like, this is how do I think their adventure is going to look like, considering that Supermassive Games considered the last 2 locations of Little Nightmares series, which is Little Nightmares 1 and 2. First, they will start from the hospital as we saw in the trailer. Lo is holding a lamp that we saw Mono holding in the hospital as well. So, I think this bed is at the hospital where they woke up. Then, Lo and Alone is going to travel to the mall. Maybe. The mall. Maybe Alone then will stay as the girl with pigtails at the hospital, and Lo meet her, then escape from the mannequins. Then, from the mall, they go to the necropolis, then to other places to the ending of the game. But that's I think they travel across the world of Little Nightmares gonna look like. So I love this theory and I find it really interesting. I would love to see Lo and Alone discovering places from Little Nightmares 1 and 2. So maybe they could go back to the store. Sorry, not the store. What am I on about? The school. Or as you said, they could go back to the hospital and the mall and stuff like that. And it would be cool and make sense for Alone to be the pigtail girl, considering in my other video, the Bloody Nose Girl and Alone are the same person. Leave the link in the description. I post all the evidence there. So that makes sense and it'd be really cool. And although that bed looks like it's from the counties, but that's just a theory. The bed you're talking about that they wake up in the hospital, it's got I think it has padded walls, and it looks like it's from the counties rather than the hospital, because the hospital beds are really, really, really dirty, and I don't think it'd be that clean in there. Also, I don't think Lo will just leave Alone in the hospital, but maybe they could get separated by the doctor somehow. And probably the main thing is that the necropolis is the first level of the game, so I don't think the hospital will be, because they literally confirmed that the necropolis is the first level of the game. Thanks for your comment. But guys, that's going to be the end of the video, and as I say in literally every video, this theory video felt really, really short. I don't know if that's just a time passing thing, but yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Thank you again for all the love on my past theory videos, and make sure to leave your theories down below for my next Little Nightmares theory video. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.